In the autumn of 1996, the Pokemon trading card game did not yet exist. A month before Media Factory would print a single official card, children across Japan were already collecting Pokemon cards, not from booster packs, but from mechanical vending machines. 100 yen at a time. What came out of those machines was the 1996 Bandai Carddass Monster Collection, the true documented rookie cards of the hobby. Bandai hadn't built this system for Pokemon. Carddass was already an established vending network across Japan, dispensing loose cards for franchises like Dragon Ball. No packs, no wrappers, no protective seal, just raw cardstock straight from a mechanical shaft. Bandai simply slotted Pokemon into that existing machine network, and CoroCoro Comic, Japan's biggest kids manga magazine, ran the announcement for it in its August 1996 issue. That gave collectors a narrow window. These vending cards went on sale for 10 days, that September, a full month before the actual trading card game existed. But this wasn't one set, it was two running in parallel. Bandai released Part 1, subtitled Green, and Part 2, subtitled Red, mirroring the two Game Boy titles that had launched earlier that year. Together they total 309 cards, all 151 Pokemon, printed once for each version, plus checklist cards and a town map. Most people assume that one of the versions are rarer than the other, but Red and Green aren't a rare printing variant of the same set. Every one of the 151 Pokemon exist as two separate cards, one red and one green. Flip either card over and you won't find the classic blue background with the Pokeball that we all know. You'll find the Pokemon's evolution line and its precise chance of appearing in the red and green, the original Japanese Game Boy games. Not the English versions many of us grew up with. These weren't just collectibles. They doubled as reference material for the games themselves. The artwork carries the legendary artistic godfather of Pokemon, Ken Sugimori, as lead designer, and it shows. This is Pokemon before its visual identity had fully settled, looser, less polished than what would follow within the year. Some illustrations were adapted directly from the official red and green box art, tying these cards even more tightly to the games they launched alongside. And there's a detail most collectors miss entirely. 11 of the 151 card backs carry illustrations by a different artist, Benimaru Itoh, who would go on to illustrate the iconic promotional Mewtwo card years later. For collectors today, these cards present a real archival challenge. They were carried loose in pockets alongside coins and keys in an era before anyone thought to sleeve a trading card. Ah, the 90s. It was a different time. Surface wear and soft corners are the historical norm, not the exception, and that's exactly why a high-grade survivor commands such a premium. A pristine PSA 10 red Charizard from this original printing has sold for as much as $30,000 at auction. Despite raw examples trading for a fraction of that, scarcity here was never about print runs. It was about how few cards survived being in a kid's pocket. Bandai kept building his Pokemon Foundation for years afterward. Jumbo-sized cards by that November, and increasingly limited department store promotions the following year. But Bandai Carddass Part 1 Green and Part 2 Red are where the timeline actually begins. The moment Pokemon existed as a physical, tradable object, a full month before anyone had written a rulebook for it. The story of how these cards evolved is only getting started. Subscribe for more weird and wonderful Pokemon lore. And let me know down below, if you were back on the school playground in the 90s, which of these vintage Carddass cards would you have been flexing to your friends?